Welcome, everybody, to another episode of The Inside Scoop, which I'm excited to have with us today. A new protocol that's launched on Juno Testnet currently. It's called Betfi Protocol. I have with us today Kev from Betfi, who's decided to come and join us today to give us a little deep dive on what Betfi is and some of the reasons why he's decided to build it on Juno. Welcome to the show, Kev.
Thank you so much for inviting us over here. I'm Kev. I'm one of the co-founders of Bettify. So we are building a Bettify, and I'll give a in-depth introduction and review about our product. But before we do that, so we have internally built Bettify on Juno testnet. We have not made it live yet on our public website. We are going to make it live this week.
How you found like the Cosmos ecosystem and specifically Juno?
Awesome. So my role in Badify is around marketing and business development. So currently we are total of 6 team members in Badify. Three of us are co-founders and three are our employees. Five of the 6 members are dedicated towards building the platform, towards coding, and I'm the one who is handling business development and marketing. I have been doing marketing for around 6 years. I started working with some SaaS products. I started working with some, other companies. I did found two of my own products. One is desktop as a service in SaaS products, and it's currently up and running. It is giving us around $30,000 in monthly recurring revenue. I founded that back in 2018 with the same co-founders. We have been working for a very long time together. Around 2020, we got into Web3 and all that stuff, and I found some good places for my roles. And my two other co-founders, Jason Chen and Vikas Lin, they also found some good roles into Web3 ecosystem. So we are basically based in Hong Kong and Singapore. So we all found some good roles in Cosmos. I found some good marketing roles and stuff like that. So Jason Chan has worked on few other projects on Cosmos. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to share them. And Vikas Lane has also worked on few other projects on Cosmos as well, and that's how we know Cosmos. So we are like this three co-founders: Jason Chen, Vikas Lane, and Cav. That's me. And then we have three other teammates: Peter Chen, Philip Lee, and William Jane. So they all are in our tech team, and they all have around 5 to 10 years of experience. They are currently our employees and helping us build this platform. So what we are building at Betify is we are building a decentralized game hub and DeFi. So I'll actually start with our long-term vision in terms of what we want to do here. In 5 years, we see this platform having hundreds of different games. We see this platform, thousands and thousands of people hosting online gaming rooms on these platforms and things like that. And that's what we want to build. Now, to start a journey towards that, what we are doing is that we are building 5 games ourselves. So here you can see there are 5 games: roulette, price prediction, fortune wheel, lottery, and sports. As of now, roulette is something that you can play. Price prediction is uh, code behind price prediction is ready, but the UI is not ready, and the UI behind lottery is ready. So we basically have 2 games ready to be launched at any moment, and price prediction is something that can be launched very soon as well, because logic and code behind it is ready as well. So right now we are building these 5 games, and we are choosing Cosmos to build it. We have launched our testnet on sale a while ago, and now we are coming on Juno. Uh, yeah, apart from that, we have a faucet, we have airdrop, we have earn, burn, and so we have a tax platform as well. And I'll get to that why we have tax platform. So there are lots of online gaming casinos, and there are lots of such games out there. So what are we doing that makes us different? So we basically have two USPs. One being we are 100% transparent, meaning that whenever there is an action in game, what is going to happen is that, let's say this roulette, in this roulette, this ball needs to pick a number. So it can pick 16, it can pick 30. So in all the other games, what is happening is that there is a centralized server that is picking that number. And people do not know what kind of logic is used behind picking that number. There is a good chance that it can be stacked against them. And we all are in this Web3, and we all are in decentralization because we know that transparency is good. We want things to be transparent. So that is why we are making sure that all the actions that are going to be taken in the game are transparent. We will create a small user interface over here where every time action is taken in the game, in any of this game, it will show over here that a smart contract has taken that action. People can click, go to that link, and verify that, hey, this action is taken by smart contract. Now, sometimes that can be hard. So especially with, let's say, sports, it is hard to do that because we have to bring off chain, because we have to bring sports data first on chain and then build games with it. So we are right now figuring out how to do it. We have already figured out for three roulette price prediction lottery. We have basic idea in terms of how it's going to work. We have few partners who we are working with in terms of doing that. So yeah, so that's our current stage of development. We have a tax as well. So I told about one USP, which is 100% transparency, and then second USP is 100% decentralization. So let's say here you can say that I can switch tables over here. Right now there is only one table, which is Bettify test room. Later it can be hundreds of rooms over here, and then those rooms will be owned by community users. So let's say we launch on Juno, and then there is an X token on Juno, or then there is a Y token in entire Cosmos universe. And as a community member, you hold $1,000 worth of that token. So what you can do is you can come here, you can put that token as a liquidity, like how we have put 10,000, 1,500 Betify testnet tokens as liquidity over here, and then you can create your own room in which people can come, and then you can earn money from that. So let's say, so we initially put 10,000 tokens over here. Right now it is 10,000, 1,500 tokens because there are a lot of people who have played in this room, and then they have paid fees to the room. Like there is a 3% cut that room takes. So basically, a community member can start their own room with any token that they hold in Cosmos, Juno, and ecosystem. We will soon have an ability to create rooms with EVM tokens as well, and they can start creating a passive income or something like that. I initially told you about our vision to decentralize everything, or having hundreds of games. So this is like a first step toward that. That we don't want to make all the money from all this casino, or everything that's happening on our platform. We want community to be able to earn that money as well, and that actually benefits us as well, because if you want to create 10 rooms, and if we are creating each room with $2,000-3,000 worth of liquidity, that's like our $2,000-3,000 that we cannot put towards development or building a better product. So that helps us as well. Now, so once all five games are ready, once the product UI is much better, what we are going to do is we are going to make Betify platform an open platform. Well, let's say if you are a developer and you want to put your game onto our platform, we will create a DAO type mechanism where you can submit your game, and once the community votes on it, like if they want to play that game, and once community votes on it, or you take a certain amount of Betify token, uh, your game will be live on the platform as well. And that is how, over a long period of time, we want to have many more games on the platform. That's what we are doing. Uh, Other than that, there are like airdrop, earn, burn. These platforms are to just gain community members. because community is the most important thing. We have a DEX because you can do dex.betify.fun, and that will take you to a DEX. Because we realize that there will be a lot of token used on our platform, and some people might want to switch token. Like if someone has won X token and they want to switch that token to Juno, we will give them an ability to do that through our DEX. So yeah, that's what we are building. That's our vision, and yeah, please let me know if you have any
Awesome.
questions.
Yes, I do. A couple here. So you mentioned that users are able to lock up liquidity at any token on the Juno blockchain. What incentives will you be paying out? Will BetFi have its own token that you'll pay out on?
Let's say when you lock up a token, you will have your own room like that, like this, in which you can ask people to come and play. So then what happens is that, let's say if someone comes in and they are playing with 100 tokens, 3% of those tokens goes to the casino. So now that casino is making money. So we don't have to pay them out. Because they are providing a liquidity and creating their own room, they can start making money out of that them. So it's kind of a passive income thing. We all know casino games are designed in a way where casino wins. So let's say in this roulette, and this is not something that we are doing. In this roulette, you can see that some are black, some are blue, but then these two are green. So if ball lands on one of these two, all the money goes to casino. Casino games are designed in a way where casino makes the money, and we have used the same logic. So people who are creating their rooms will earn a passive income from this. So that's the incentive for them. We do have some other kinds of incentive for our token holders. So let's say if you hold our token, there will be some reduction on fees, and then there is, like, we have created the whole document and mechanism, but right now we don't want to make this like very complex right now. So we have spoken with few VCs, and this whole idea and this whole thing has gotten us very positive response. Like, there are a few VCs who have not even committed to us right now, but they are following up with us. They are giving us direction in terms of how we should go and what we will do. So they will invest, and one of the biggest thing that they are asking for is a active community, is for us to prove that we can build all of these games, is for us to build a community, and that's
Yeah.
where our current effort is.
Yeah, I'm just like, so if I, for example, I have 1,000 Juno and I want to create my own table, and the incentive for me then is I am the casino then basically. So this the platform fee 3%. Um, is it 3% of other users' money they put on the bet? Really, is what I'm getting then, and including obviously if it lands on green, I get the full house. Then, is that, just to clarify? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
exactly mean.
That's perfect. Now, and just while you're on the subject about, you want to generate income as a team, don't you? Juno does have X
Yeah.
slash V fee share. So every time a contract is executed or used, you can actually have. I'm sure there's params you can set to whatever ratio you want that to go. So like the fees from the transactions actually come back to the contract as well. So Juno has that technology there. Fee share's a great feature. It's good for like getting more builders building on Juno. Have you? Is it something you might actually
Yeah.
implement during the testnet phase on Juno?
Yeah, so to be honest, that's our biggest incentive for building on Juno, because it's really helpful to get revenue as soon as we can. Like, get as much revenue as we can to show to investors, to show to the community that, hey, we are doing some good things, and
Yeah,
that feature that allows us to get Juno as fees. So that's like the biggest incentive for us, and that really pushed it over the edge when we decided,
yeah,
hey, we want to build on here. Definitely, Juno has like one of the strongest Cosmos community, and that was the reason why we looked at Juno. But when we
Yeah.
deep dived into the tech stack and everything that you guys are providing, we
Yeah.
realized that we can make more revenue just by being on your chain. That's like really awesome for us, and yeah,
Yeah, it
we
makes
really
sense, mate.
appreciate building
Yeah,
technology
yeah.
like that. Yeah.
Well, makes sense. I think what Juno did the past bear market, which we've just went through there, is we spent a lot of time and resources on building the infrastructure. So, like with Reese, the lead developer at Juno, he really has focused on the tech stack of Juno, like making that to a level where we have all these amazing features. And now we're starting to see it, like you guys have came across, and you're going to utilize these new modules that are on Juno and available for developers, so it's good to see. Nice to see. You mentioned a little bit about a DAO infrastructure, which I do like. Juno is the home of DAOs at the end of the day. Be cool. You could have like a BetFi DAO, right? Where you create your own DAO on DAO, and you have the community vote on, what games they want to see on your protocol. That's one way of doing it. It already has the tool in there, everything you need to like create your own DAO, and there's loads of like params and little assignments you can set that DAO to do. Definitely worth looking at, and it's also available on testnet.
Yeah, we have looked into the infrastructure you have. It's really awesome, and we want to build at a place that supports us for a very long period of time. So let's say, and I mean technically, that supports our vision very long period of time. And when we say we want to build a DAO, we realize that it is not the easiest task. But then, if we have an infrastructure that helps us make it easy, that's really awesome.
Yeah,
So those are really good infrastructure products that align with the vision that we want to build and what we want to do. We as a devs, we want to build this product, and we want then just to give it to the community. We want like people to create their own rooms, promote their own rooms to other people,
yeah,
because if they promote, they make the money. uh,
yeah. It's
yeah,
cool.
so
I like it.
we yeah.
I like it. Can we just talk a little bit about your developer skill set? So, how did they get involved in terms of like cause and wasm contracts and stuff? Because it seems to be like, from what I'm seeing, it you kind of know they know the tech stack pretty well. What other things do you think they could be building on Juno's, being good at contracts? It's very exciting to meet new developers and see what their visions are and what they're intending to do in the future.
Yeah, so two of my other co-founders, Jason and Vikas, they have built some of the biggest, like they have helped build some of the biggest products in Cosmos. They have been doing it for a very long time, so we are like very familiar with everything that's happening in Cosmos, or that has been happening in Cosmos. Tell us a feature that you want. If the community tells us, hey, this is the feature that we want, and if we build this feature, there will be 1,000 more people using our product, or even like 100 more people using our product. All of our team will put all nighters, like they will work like 14, 15, 16 hours a day. We are not like a corporate culture. We are like treating this as a startup thing. We know we have to work hard. We want to work hard. We are scrapping around, and we doing all that we can to make this platform good, better
Yeah.
user experience, and all that stuff.
Yeah, great. It's good to know, man, and yeah, I'm happy to have interviewed you today as well because it's nice, it's fresh to see it. Developments on Juno, like I love to see it. You mentioned a little bit about. I think if you scroll down a little bit, you said something about a Dex there. You were going to get into that. Is there something you want to show us there?
So this is the tax platform that we are building, and this will be a tax. There will be Cosmos tokens over here, like most of the Cosmos tokens over here. So people will be able to swap different tokens here. So let's say you are here and you play in some room. Let's say you play in Bettify room and you win Bettify tokens, but you don't want to hold Bettify tokens, you want to hold Juno tokens, or you want to hold some other tokens, what you can do is like go to the DEX and just start using the product. I know this like looks very bad right now, but it's an MVP. It's like, hey, we want to build it, we are working on it. So yeah, so the reason why we are building this stacks is, first of all, it's very easy compared to building these five games uh, for our developers. So
Mm-hmm.
it we were able to build it very fast. And the second is, it's one of the low hanging fruits, because we know people will come on our platform, people will win the tokens that they don't want to hold, that they will want to go somewhere else and swap. So it's good for us to get more revenue out of it. So like if we just build a simple tax where we can create some revenue for the platform, that's just good for us. So that seemed like a really good opportunity to build a new revenue stream, and that's why we took that decisions. We are working with some of the biggest Cosmos taxes to make sure that we have enough liquidity, and we are using their different products to uh, amplify what we are offering over here. But yeah, that was the reasoning behind DEX. This will be the platform where there is a good chance that in next 1 years you will see 150 200 different tokens being used, people winning some different tokens and things like
Yeah.
that. Like let's say you are in Bettify room, you hold Bettify token, but there is not much liquidity over here. You want to bet big, you want to win big, you go to another room in Juno, and then there is so much liquidity over there. Like you
Yeah.
win, like you can you feel like you can win there a lot. So just go to DEX, swap those two tokens, and yeah, now you can just go ahead and play
Cool.
in Juno room. So it's going to encourage a lot of transactions, and we didn't want users to go somewhere else to do all those
Yeah, you mate, cool.
transactions.
I'm just thinking like, so is there a need for the BetFi token if someone comes in with at 10,000 Juno and 10,000 US dollar value equivalent of Atom, for example, and that's I've actually tripped myself up there because I'm not too sure about how the tables work. Can you deposit multiple tokens in the one table? Can that be done?
Oh, that's not possible. Like
Yeah, it's
one
just one
one
token
table
per
can
table.
be created. Yeah,
Makes
it's
sense.
it's it's one table per token.
Right, and
And
so
yeah,
if you win, if you win the game, then right, if you win and the roulette, if I lock up Juno, am I being paid out in BitFi token, or why can't I just be paid out in Juno then? Can that work, or what kind of thing would you
yeah.
need to do with Juno in order to pay out Juno rewards? Would you then have to have a governance prop that Juno has to supply Juno tokens to put up for incentives? How would that work? Because I just think personally, I think why not utilize the Juno token with the protocols that are on Juno? Just want to hear
Yeah,
if you get any opinions on that.
yeah, I mean, you are very right in assuming that Bettify token uh, might not be needed, because as of now, what we are seeing over here is that Bettify token is just one room, and then that room can be anything. We are building on Juno chain, and the transactions can be done with anything. You are right in assuming that the reason why we have Bettify token is because, uh, so let's say, how did the PayPal grow? How did there are lots of different products. How did they grow? They gave they gave out like five USD, 10 USD to grow. So to have those kinds of community incentives and those kinds of mechanisms where you can have user loyalty, you can do various things with users, you can reward them and all that stuff. For that, uh, Betify token is necessary for the growth of the platform. And about Juno, yeah, it for Juno chain, we will use Juno for transaction fees. Then there will be rooms, room with Juno, and they those players wouldn't even have to know about our token. They can, if they want, they can just go about without knowing about our token, or without doing anything with our token. But then there are some users who would want some kind of discounts, or some, something. They
Mm-hmm.
can just play with our tokens, or they can do various things, hold some of our tokens, or stake some of our tokens and get some gifts, or some discount fees, or something like that. So Betify token is essential for the growth of the platform. A lot of it can be done with another token, like, Juno token as well. So let's say if Juno governance gives us some tokens for the growth of our platform, and to be honest, I'm not sure what would that be. This is a really cool and interesting idea. Then we can explore it. We can come up with a plan in terms of what we can do.
Those investors are, come to an agreement with the Juno DAO community that, yeah, we can put up 300k Juno, and the investor then puts up a big chunk, and it's like partnerships are way out of, token getting sold all the time. You know what I mean? There's loads of options, but it'd be something we should explore, like with the charter, especially with the Juno charter that's just been launched. Is really groundbreaking governance structure where we put things to a vote properly and everything gets scrutinised. And there's always an option now when you've got such a structure in place. Yeah, so let's talk about quickly just about the launch on the testnet. When are you guys hooking us up to the Juno testnet? And obviously, we want to share this to the community so we can create a bit of momentum.
Yes, so on our internal dev server, we have achieved this on Juno testnet. Now, I just want to show what will be the process. So the process will be, we have created this faucet. You will come here, you will click on claim, and it will give you some tokens for testnet fees, and some tokens, some Betify tokens for you to play. Once it Yeah, so once it is successfully claimed, you will just go to roulette, and you can start playing over here. You can start picking your bets. Just go on YouTube and see any video in terms of how to play roulette, or if you have played in casino, you already know how to bet here. And yeah, just start playing, start exploring the product. So for now, what we are doing is, the amount of token that you have on our test net, we are going to give you the same amount of token as a reward on our mainnet, on mainnet, because you have
Oh, nice.
contributed to our test net. So that's the reward right now. You can come to this faucet and claim a token every day. So, almost every day you can get new testnet tokens. You can come over here, you can try to win more tokens if you want, or you can just keep those tokens. And when we launch on the mainnet, we will give you the same amount of mainnet tokens. Uh,
Cool.
we do have a partnership with Compass Wallet. So if you use Compass Wallet, we will give you 2x rewards. We are working with some other wallet partners as well. So
Nice.
you should expect an announcement. Like, if you use their wallet, we will give you 2x rewards.
Lovely. Nice little incentive community. You heard it here first. So get using the Betfi protocol on Juno Testnet, which when the time this video is going to be released, it'll be live. If people want to get in touch with you guys, social media wise, and even the community that wants to like suggest new features and stuff, where would you like those users to be reaching out to?
We are on Twitter, so
Twitter.
you can just go and check out Petify_fun. We are on Discord as well, and we are on Telegram as well. So,
Awesome.
I mean, you can. I mean, just ask on our Discord if you want our personal telegrams. We'll give you our personal telegrams, and
Okay.
happy to chat with everyone. We have chatted with a lot of people,
Yeah,
just
yeah, I can imagine
seeing how
so.
they like the product.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
love it.
so how they like the product. So if you want to chat with us founders personally, we are happy to do that as well. Just to go on our Discord and ask for it, or, like, here on our website. bettify.fun. You will find
Yeah.
our Discord links and all that stuff. So yeah, please just go ahead and yeah, use
Will
the
do. Will
product.
do.
So right now there is yeah. So right now there is no money involved because everything is on testnet, so you can play as much as you want. If you want an ability to like play more, or if you want us to help us test more and need more tokens or something like that, just ask us in our Discord. We will send you more tokens, so you can do various things or something like that. So yeah, awesome.
Brilliant. Yeah, thank you, Kevin, for coming on the show today. I really appreciate you coming on and sharing the product and exciting little project we're seeing here being built on Juno. I'd like to thank the community for watching. We'll keep in touch and do a deep dive when it goes on mainnet, I suppose. Thanks once again, everybody, for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.
Thank you so much.